Hello gamers, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I haven't been uploading as regularly as I normally have. I've been really sick for the past week or so, but I'm feeling a lot better now. And today I want to talk about a game that I picked up recently, and that is Metroid Prime Remastered. Now, Metroid Prime was a game that I never played initially on the GameCube. I wasn't a big GameCube fan, right? I had a GameCube. I think I played like Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 2, I played like a few games, but I was mostly focused on my PlayStation 2. So Metroid Prime just kind of like passed me by. And then something like kind of happened in the past year or two where I started going back and replaying some of the older Metroid games. Here is my copy of Metroid for Nintendo. And about a year and a half ago, I actually popped this thing in and played it from beginning to end. It was like a complete mind-blown experience, because not only is the game extremely difficult, but in order to complete the game, you have to have a map and know where you're at all times. So I had like a Google map up on the game, and I'm trying to figure this out, and it was just a great experience playing it from beginning to end. And then about a month ago, I did the same thing with Super Metroid. Now, these were games that I played as a kid, but games that I never completed completely. And when Metroid Dread came out, I really wanted to go back and play these games to completion. So I completed the first Metroid, I completed Super Metroid, but I never completed Metroid Prime. And now I'm in the process of completing Metroid Prime, now that it has been completely remastered. And this game is mind-blowing, the amount of work that they did with this game, right? You could almost say this thing is a remake, because they went in and really fixed a lot of the controls. It is so modern friendly, like a lot of life improvements to the game. You have dual stick functionality. You can still play with the targeting system. I like to play with the targeting system. I'll run around with the dual stick functionality like a modern shooter. But when you want to kind of like sneak up on people, you would go ahead and zoom in with the targeting feature. And for me, playing Metroid Prime Remastered, I was surprised how much it feels like Metroid and Super Metroid, right? Because I honestly thought Metroid Prime was just like a completely different type of Metroid. Like, it wasn't going to play like Metroid. And then as I'm playing this, and you gotta remember, I just came off of completing Super Metroid for the very first time like 2 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, like maybe a month ago at the most, right? So I just got done completing Super Metroid for the very first time in my life. I'm jumping into Metroid Prime, and I'm like, oh my god, this feels like Super Metroid, but in a 3D layout. And to me, that blew my mind. Like, it has everything there. Like you gotta get the morphin ball, you gotta get your energy tanks and your missile upgrades, and you gotta get the different suits and the different visors. So it plays like a regular Metroid game, but in a 3D environment. And I never understood how could that be possible, right? I never thought that was something that was actually possible, because every Metroid game I've ever played, whether it be Metroid 1 to Metroid Zero Mission or Metroid Fusion, they all been 2D. And to play a game in a 3D environment and still keep that core gameplay, it's amazing, right? And I know people have been playing Metroid Prime 2 and 3, since the GameCube days, but that was something that I missed out on. Now, I'm like, my brother had Metroid Prime, and I seen him play it, but watching someone play it and actually playing it for yourself is two completely different things. And I was just mind blown at that, how much it feels like Metroid. And it's such a great experience. It's something I've been playing on and off. I'll play it for maybe an hour or two a day if I'm feeling good, because I'm still trying to get over that crud. And hopefully once I start to really start to feel better, I'm going to dive in and actually finish the game. I'm about halfway through now, and my mind is just blown on how fantastic of a remaster this game is when you look at side by side with the previous GameCube version of Metroid. And I'm really hoping that Nintendo and Retro really go ahead and do the same thing with Metroid Prime 2 and 3, because I'm a massive Metroid fan. I have a whole little shrine dedicated to Metroid. It's just it's a property that I very much love, and I want to be able to have the entire Metroid 1 through 4 when 4 comes out, and just kind of have them all on one console. console. But this is a fantastic remaster. It's the remaster done right. And I want to see more companies kind of really put effort into it. You know, when they did Skyward Sword, they really fixed the mechanics on that, but that was a $60 release. The fact that they put so much work into Metroid Prime and redid the whole the whole graphics layout, you got like a massive coat of paint, and they really worked out a lot of the different mechanics in the game. And the fact that this was a stealth drop, and then 2 weeks later we got a physical copy, and it was for only $40. I think like Nintendo did it right. That's how you do it. That's how you build hype, right? You have the direct, you're like, boom, stealth drop. And I can tell you what, I bought Skyward Sword for $60, but if they would have done Skyward Sword and like, boom, stealth drop, $40, and then 2 weeks later physical release, it would have built so much hype, and it would have made so many more sales, because people would have been like so hyped for it, they would have just impulse buy it on eShop right there. I almost did that. I'm like, I'm gonna double dip. I'm gonna buy Metroid Prime now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get the physical copy later. But I didn't do that. But I was really close to doing that. I know a lot of people that did do that, and I think that's the kind of route that Nintendo needs to kind of go moving forward. I'm really hoping we get that Twilight Princess Wind Waker remaster, HD collection, whatever it is. I hope we get that. I'm hoping we get Metroid Prime 2 and 3. I think Nintendo can really capitalize on these GameCube games that are beloved, games like F-Zero and Star Fox Adventures, and really just kind of give them the remaster treatment, sell it at a $40 price point, and you can like bring life back into these games. And that's one thing that I enjoy about the Switch, is they're doing a really good job porting these type of games over. So overall, Metroid Prime Remaster just blows my mind. Fantastic game, loving what I'm playing so far, and can't wait to complete the game. But have you guys been playing Metroid Prime Remaster? What have you been playing? Leave those comments in the comment box below, and until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and thank you for watching.